Hey everyone, how's it going? Today I'm bringing you the 3 hottest news stories of the day from the football world, but stay tuned because the main story, number 3, is going to blow your mind and you won't believe what happened. Before we get there, we're going to go through 2 important stories that will keep you fully up to date with everything that's going on. So hold tight, because this video is packed with excitement and surprises. News 1, Humphrey Kerr and his hilarious contribution to Wrexham's transfers. Wrexham had an extremely busy summer transfer window in 2025, with lots of players coming in and out, significantly strengthening the squad. But have you ever stopped to think about who's actually behind these signings? Well, today we're going to talk about Humphrey Kerr, who revealed exactly how he took part in the process, and believe me, the story is incredibly funny. Unlike most clubs, which have huge recruitment departments, Wrexham works with a very small team. The person who really has the final say is the manager, Phil Parkinson, the brain behind the technical decisions. The famous Reynolds, the club's owner, and businessman McElhenney only get involved when a deal is almost finalized, so most of the decisions end up in the hands of the coaching staff. This is where Humphrey Kerr comes in. He started at the club as executive director, but this year his role was changed to director of the Wrexham Foundation, which is the club's social and community arm. Although he is no longer directly responsible for team operations, he still attends board meetings and even the transfer committee, but in a very peculiar way. Kerr revealed in an interview that his contribution to transfers is, let's say, quite unusual. He basically comments on players' appearance, posture, and even hair. That player looks good, or look at that hair, without any real technical analysis. He summed it up in a very humorous way: my main job is to look after the club's foundation, but I sit in board and transfer committee meetings just to give my funny opinions. In other words, Humphrey is there more for fun and lightheartedness than for detailed performance analysis. Even with this unusual participation, Wrexham managed to sign 13 players during the summer window, including key names to strengthen the squad. And the story doesn't stop there. Even after spending a significant amount of money, the club still has room in the budget to invest up to £10 million in January, should the manager want to reinforce the team mid-season and further improve the quality of the squad. This situation shows how Wrexham has a unique and even fun way of working, mixing serious decisions with moments of lightheartedness. It also makes clear that, even with a small recruitment team and Humphrey Kerr's unconventional contributions, the club is able to make smart deals and prepare the team to compete strongly throughout the season. At the end of the day, Humphrey Kerr has become a charismatic and humorous figure within the club, proving that not everything in football needs to be 100% serious. Sometimes a funny opinion can coexist with big decisions and, in its own way, help build a competitive squad. News 2, 3 decisions that made Wrexham's victory over Norwich City happen. Last Saturday, Wrexham once again showed why they are becoming a team to watch in the Championship. The club pulled off an incredible away comeback against Norwich City, turning a 1-0 deficit into a 3-2 victory at Carrow Road. It was a match full of excitement, tense moments, and crucial decisions that completely changed the course of the game. And who made the difference? Phil Parkinson, the manager, made 3 strategic decisions that proved decisive for the victory. Let's break down each one. Dominic Hyam steps into defence and becomes an impenetrable wall. Connor Cody, who would normally start, did not have his best performance in the previous match against QPR, so Parkinson decided to leave him on the bench and give Dominic Hyam a chance. And what a spot-on decision that was. Hyam displayed security, speed, and excellent positional awareness, intercepting attacks and covering his area perfectly. He made crucial clearances and ensured Wrexham did not concede further goals. Even though 2 goals were conceded, his performance was so solid that he now seems to have firmly secured his place at the heart of the defence. Issa Kabor starts and shines in his debut. The young Issa Kabor, on loan from Manchester City, had only recently arrived and had faced a long journey and international matches with Burkina Faso. Many expected Parkinson to introduce him gradually, perhaps bringing him on in the second half. However, the manager trusted him from the start, and Kabor did not disappoint. He provided 2 outstanding assists, one for Josh Windus and another for Ryan Longman, helping Wrexham equalise and then quickly take the lead. A debut like this is every player's dream and showed that Parkinson made the right call by placing confidence in his abilities. Josh Windus returns straight to the starting 11 and decides the game. Another masterstroke from Parkinson was putting Josh Windus straight back into the starting lineup, despite him being out for over a month due to injury. Many managers might have eased him in from the bench to regain match fitness slowly, but Parkinson trusted Windus's talent and experience. And he repaid that trust brilliantly, scoring 2 quality goals and demonstrating that he is ready to be Wrexham's protagonist in the upcoming matches. His contribution was pivotal to the comeback and underlined that he remains a key player for the team. These three combined decisions allowed Wrexham to shine in attack and remain solid in defence, securing a victory that seemed unlikely before the match began. The result not only gave the team 3 points but also boosted the squad's confidence and highlighted Parkinson's ability to make accurate decisions even under pressure. In the end, this victory is a perfect example of how strategic choices, trust in the right players, and a bit of boldness can completely transform the outcome of a match. Wrexham now remain strong in the table and are proving that they can surprise many people this season. News 3. Norwich star was humiliated before the match and Parkinson delivered justice. And finally, we've reached the main news of the day, the one you saw in the thumbnail and the video title. And trust me, this story deserves to be told in full because it involves overconfidence, underestimation, and an absolutely thrilling comeback. Before the match against Wrexham, Norwich City star, Emiliano Martins, decided to show off a little too much confidence. In interviews, he said he was excited to face Wrexham and that, at the end of the match, he would be celebrating with Norwich fans, as if victory were already guaranteed. It was almost a provocation. Martins assumed that Phil Parkinson's team would be easy to beat and that nothing surprising could happen. But as we all know, football is full of surprises, and Wrexham proved they cannot be underestimated. Parkinson's team went onto the pitch determined, fully focused, and with huge determination. What followed was an incredible turnaround, turning a match that could have been just another away defeat into a spectacular 3-2 victory. The standout player was Josh Windus, who completely stole the show. He didn't just score goals, he provided rhythm and confidence to the team, showing that his experience is essential for Wrexham. But Windus was not alone. Issa Kabor shone in his debut, delivering 2 decisive assists and showing that he could be one of the season's major revelations. And Ryan Longman also left his mark, contributing to making the victory complete. Norwich tried to fight back, but it was clear that the team was not at its best. Their mistakes were capitalised on by Wrexham, who seized every opportunity to turn the score around. What was meant to be an early celebration for Martins ended up being a true sporting humiliation, proving that too much confidence without respect for your opponent can be costly. With this victory, Parkinson not only delivered justice against the pre-match provocations but also demonstrated that Wrexham is evolving and establishing itself as a competitive team. They are now almost level on points with Norwich in the table, which clearly shows that the team can fight for even higher positions if they continue at this pace. This match is a perfect example of how determination, strategy, and trust in the right players can turn a game around. Wrexham proved they can surprise many people this season and that there are still plenty of thrilling moments ahead. For the team's fans, it's a reason for pride. For their opponents, a warning: never underestimate the Red Dragons. In the end, this victory was not just about the 3 points, but about respect, grit, and proof that Parkinson is building a team capable of exceeding expectations. It's the kind of game that excites the fans and keeps all of us looking forward to the next fixture. So, everyone, what did you think of these stories? I want to hear each of your opinions. Which of these events was the most shocking, surprising, or amusing in your view? Leave your thoughts in the comments because I love reading every response and always try to reply when I can, as your interaction is what helps this channel grow and connect even more with the fans. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. It really helps the channel keep delivering high-quality content. If you're not yet subscribed, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update, an important moment, or any of the hottest football stories. Here, we bring everything with information, emotion, and that analysis the fans love. I want to thank each and every one of you who watches the channel, comments, and shares the videos, because none of this would be possible without you. This was Rodrigo, bringing you all the news about Wrexham, the matches, the transfers, and all the stories that make football so exciting. Until next time, everyone, and remember, in football, the excitement lasts until the very last minute, whether it's in the goals, the comebacks, or the strategic decisions that can change everything in an instant. So stay tuned and keep following the channel, because there's always news, analysis, and, of course, plenty of love for the sport we all adore.